think we're good. What's good, Lucas? Okay, okay. Let's look at that. Kind of blocks? What does that mean? It's good. I'm gonna be trading if my model forms. Morning Angel, what's up, brother? What's good, Cool Trade? What's good, Roddy? What's good, Izzy? What's good, GM? What's good, Johnny? Good afternoon, bro. Appreciate you. It's morning for me, but welcome nonetheless. Good, sure, bro. What's good, 2 Chains? Your buys today? We're gonna look for lower prices. How are your eyes? They're good. They're pretty good. Good, brother. We're gonna have to be bearish today. Yeah, I wouldn't assume a full reversal unless Powell says something that'll be outside my window, anyways. Morning, boys. What time is news? Like 12:45. Tuesday, October. It is the 14th or what? 14th. When's the Fed chair speech? 12:20. No, I'm bearish too. I'll write out the game plan now. A plus only today, since Fed chair speech and lunch. Safety protocol. AM. Regular protocol. PM. So I'll post that and then we'll screenshot this, keep it in. So just covering the outlook. That's the game plan. We'll leave that right there. My vision has not fully recovered yet, but I can see pretty well. Good enough, I'd say. You think we feel NWAL completely? Possibly. You look at stocks? Yeah, all the time. Got a lot of alerts on stocks right now, so bullish or bearish, the game plan's right there. This is the full game plan. Yeah, and this can change, obviously. This is just the information I have going into 9:30, right? This could obviously change. There is no minimum trading days, and there's no minimum amount. The only requirement is 40% consistency, so you can do that in 3 days. That's I guess you can say that's the minimum. You couldn't possibly do it in less than 3 because 40%. Can you show aura quadrants? I can show them in 10 minutes when they form. We're only going to be taking A plus setups in the morning session today because Fed chair speaks during lunch, and that's kind of a red flag. So to be safe, only A plus setups in the morning. If there's no A plus setup, hopefully I don't push the button. PM session after the Fed chair speaks will be regular protocol for me, which means I don't have to trade A plus. Can just trade the model. And that's it. That's the game plan. I think the short narrative is pretty strong. I like that we're accumulating right now. If we can see, just a Judas swing higher, hopefully we get something as easy as yesterday, man. Like just clean manipulation and then reversal. That would be great. Can I have a look for NVTS for you? Sure, we can look at it together. My eyes are not bad. They're still recovering. I've never heard of it, so they're probably not the best, if I'm being honest. NVTS. For me, they'd be a no buy. They're really strong in their group for what they do, but their sales are pretty low and their earnings are really low. For me, I don't like that at all. Like there's no way. This has to be over 80 for me, over 75 at least. So for me, no way. But those numbers could change, and then eventually it would be something to add potentially. Someone short 500 M. I think something's gonna happen. Sure, is it pay 100% of the profits on Fund next? Yes. What do you think the market open looks like? I don't know. Why do I have to try to assume that? I have no idea. Hopefully higher. That'd be great. So I could make $30 and still request a payout. I think so, but you'd have to be consistent. So you'd have to make like 10, 10, 10. And then I think you can request 30, to my knowledge. Do I think Trudy Open can help find bias? Of course. I use it every single day. Anyone who's already hit on the mini? Interesting. Doesn't change much for me, but interesting indeed. Is there equal lows on NAS on higher time frame? Not really. You could argue the daily low and Monday's low, but I'd say no. How do you tell if it's a sweep or continuation when price goes above the line high, for example? I mean, if this happens, well, if you're bearish and we break down, it's probably going to continue lower. If you're bullish and you see this, well, it's probably going to continue higher. Simple as that, right? Can't see NWOG on your chart. You just got to mark it. Closing price, opening price. You don't see this? It's there. You just got to mark closing and opening. Yep, only A plus for me today. Can you check gold futures? Gold also looks pretty bearish. I'd look for London lows if it was me. That's pretty bearish. What's your bias? This is the game plan right here. Lines are okay. They're still recovering. Yep, A plus only today. Following safety protocol. All funded's open. Live account open, but again, only A plus. Do more back testing. Well, it depends. Do you know how to backtest? Like, do you have everything you need to backtest? If so, then yeah, you're ready, bro. You just gotta trade. GDR strategy. I don't know. I'm pretty sure her strategy is just some verified 2022 model. It's probably fine. I'm a believer that any model can be profitable if you have good risk management, so it doesn't matter. Are you bullish or bearish? This is the game plan right here. What's good, Yadin? What's good, Mastro? Bullish or bearish? The game plan's right here. The only problem with my backtest is I can't check for SMTs. Why not? You got to get a futures backtesting then and see NQ and ES on the same side. What do you think about the 4-hour FEG bears? I think it's a beautiful level. Really beautiful. Nope, doesn't affect my game plan. I do know that the Nasdaq has traded into here. I do know that ES. The game plan is based on the fact that I don't think we're going to trade up here. I'm looking at this as a long-term high. Like I don't think we're going to trade up here. Statistics would align pretty well with that, being a potential Monday or Tuesday high of week, and being that it's inside the daily CIBI, and being that it's at this time of day where highs and lows are probable to form, and we got an insane amount of displacement. That's the game plan. That's based off that. It's not new week opening gap as a draw that makes the game plan. It's the game plan. Therefore, new week opening gap can be a draw. And by the way, even if we traded into it, there's still a good chance we trade back into it again after 9:30. Like it's still a draw, even though we traded into it. You know, it doesn't change my statistics at least on how often we're likely to trade into the new week opening gap. When does Powell speak? 12:20. Like I just said, doesn't affect me if Nasdaq traded into it or not. It's not what I'm looking for. What's good, Juicy Beans? I feel good. I feel pretty good, I guess. The city, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, and then Q we traded into it. When does Powell speak? At 12:20. I'm in class. Could see a potential reversal from M1. Yeah. If you're bullish, that would be a good place to look for a reversal from. Where would you put buy side liquidity? London highs. And right here, pre-market highs. One day I'll be as disciplined as you. Of course. Hopefully one day even more than me. Everyone is talking about a recession. What do you think? But they say that shit every year, every month. My daughter was just born. That's beautiful, bro. If you're trading somehow, I hope you hit TP for your daughter, man. It's like a dream come true. Explain pre-market high. What's that? The highest high between 7 and 9:30. These equal highs right here. Very smooth. Going into open, we're going to be looking for this. Looking fresh. Appreciate you, man. That's 2 times 150K with your strategy. Best motivator. Well done. Very well done. We already took the weekly open. Yeah, that would be nice, Fatal. That would be nice. That would be ideal. It's not something I require, but it would be ideal. You're right. We did trade into new week opening gap on the Nasdaq. Doesn't change much. Doesn't change anything for me at all. How about the high right table of S&P after the dump on Friday? Doesn't change much for me. Listen, the narrative is built on the fact that I don't see this high getting taken. I don't see this high getting taken. If we were bullish, in my opinion, we're not seeing this move lower. I think this high is safe. And I think this is the draw. Long term. We're going to reach here. Whether it's today, tomorrow, this next week, I don't know. This is the long-term draw. Monday's low or Friday's low. And this high is safe. So if I can find any high probability shorts in here, between here and here, to me that's worth the risk. If something else happens on the chart and I get more information, okay, we change the game plan. As of right now, that's a very high probability scenario in my opinion. How's your eye surgery? It wasn't bad. I'm still recovering the vision, but I can see good enough. All right, market's opening in 10 seconds. You guys know the drill. We're going to minimize chat. We're going to full screen executions. And let's zoom in. We're pretty locked in. So we have sell side resting here. And we have buy side resting right here. I'd assume a run towards buy side is the first thing to look for. I actually wouldn't even mind if an A+ classic model forms to take along to the buy side. I wouldn't mind that. Maybe we can even get done in the first 15 minutes. See that huge opening range gap. Open, close. Let's annotate that. The opening price today, closing price at 16,415 yesterday. That's your opening range gap. And I like that we left equal highs here. Like I said, I wouldn't even mind taking along, targeting those equal highs. These candles are around 50 points. Damn. We're going to have to go like 1 micro. Yeah. Maybe 2. Interesting. Anyways, you have sell side resting here. I'm looking at buy side as a first objective. We could even go down and then look for the buy side. I want to see this buy side get taken. This is too smooth. I don't really see where we're going to get in long from. Being honest, though. Probably just going to have to wait for it to get taken. What's that line? London highs. Clean this up a bit. Okay. Now we can see everything. Okay. So I'm not using this as first presentation. Pretty sloppy opening range delivery so far. I mean, we go down, we wake up. I wouldn't say sloppy, but it's not looking like a clean manipulation. Like I said, today is A plus only. Well, morning session's A plus only. If I trade lunch after the Fed chair speech, or if I trade PM session, I don't require A plus because it's after the speech. If we took a long, let's say like here, and stop loss was here. I mean, yeah, we can get 2 micros out of this probably. Some of the stock alerts are getting hit. That's good. I'm not gonna be buying those yet. I still want it to go lower. Hopefully, we don't just dump. That would kind of suck. We can see a return to 830 opening. We can see a return to the buy side pre-market highs. That would be like a really nice place to go short from. I wouldn't mind something like this. I wouldn't mind something like that at all. Because we just engineer liquidity, run the buy side, and then reverse on the engineered liquidity. That'd be like perfect double purge reversal model going into the macro. That would be A plus for me. Can say that confidently already. This is looking pretty heavy as of right now. Look at the bodies respecting 930. Well, it's just the one, but okay. I best case scenario for me right now is we take out this low, not this one, not this one, but this one, and then we see a run higher, taking out the buy side. If we break down after taking out the buy side, that could be a really nice long setup for me. Now this is looking really strong, so we'll see if that actually happens. First presentation in there. Let's see if the mini has a volume imbalance as well. It does. Okay, so we take out that initial sell side pool. If we could see a run to buy side now, that'd be great. We may not. We may just dump, and that would suck. But if we do, we'll figure something else. We'll need a new game plan for continuation shorts or something. Well, it'll be hard to find A plus if we just keep dumping. Yeah, I knew Monday's price action was too good to be true, man. At least a protraction model from first presentation, like even that I would take if we got. All right, straight to the sell side we go. Straight to the sell side. Okay, we're gonna go straight down to the sell side. It's gonna be hard to look for a reversal. I wouldn't mind continuation shorts. I would have really preferred we take out the buy side, but if it forms and it forms A plus, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it at all. Oh. All right, there's sell side. About to get new week opening gap high. So I'm just gonna remove that sell side marker. Actually, we'll leave it. Nah, I'm gonna remove it. I don't even want to see it. Keep it nice and clean chart right now. We can mark out the opening range gap quadrants. Sorry, the new week opening gap quadrants. They may be a little bit off. I'm too lazy to switch them. All right, so we're inside new week opening gap. Make this line red. So we'll see if we get some sort of retracement. I wouldn't mind protraction shorts. I wouldn't mind protraction shorts. It's really hard to say if it's A plus. ES still has the equal load, so maybe it is A plus. If we get a very nice protraction short model, I wouldn't be opposed. If we can get good risk to reward from it, and yeah, I wouldn't be opposed. Let's see if we can get first presentation on that leg at least. You got to be careful with taking a continuation short here though, because the buy side's still open. I'd really want to see it kind of give me a deeper retracement. And I say that because otherwise there's not enough room for me to short towards equal lows on ES. So if we can get up somewhere in there, and maybe we get something like this, I could short that. So gonna have to be patient this session. We moved a lot already. We've already moved around 200 points. Damn. So we don't want to force something down here. Let it put in a low. Let it put in a high. Maybe on the way we get something clean. Mini looks pretty much the same. What I am doing. YM also trading lower. So everything's in sync lower. I'm gonna assume dollars bullish. Dollars right here. Dollars also looking pretty bearish, so that's kind of weird. Gold? Maybe, okay. Anyways, we'll see. Again, we're not looking to take anything down here. A plus only. So we wait. ES will probably take out the equal lows now. Not really interested in any longs at all. Uh, Well, okay, ES takes out the equal load there, so we'll see if that can give us some sort of move higher. I'm still looking for shorts. We're just going to be targeting these opening range gap quadrants. I mean, there's not much more we can target besides that. Sorry, new week opening gap quadrants. So bearish. It might just be one of those days where we just missed it, you know. And when I say missed it, I mean just like no opportunity. It's not like I missed a model in here or something. Could just be one of those days. We're just so heavy. No opportunity. This is not first presentation. Doesn't meet the criteria. See what chat's saying here. We got a pretty big move. Yeah, bigger move overnight. It's all good, Getty. You're accepting patience. Yeah, it's no big deal. I was thinking about this short, but so fast down. Daily breaker. I think sell side's the objective here. This is really heavy. The key is just not to have FOMO. Why don't you take the... Even if I use this fair value gap, it does not mean my model criteria is there. So it doesn't really change much. Even if this is first presentation. And it's not first presentation. It doesn't meet the criteria for when to use 930. Are we near to 2% price limit? It's 5% that we'd have to get to. The 2% rule is it's 2% from 7%. So 5. We're nowhere near 5% price limit, so don't worry about that. Keep chat open here for a bit until something happens. You took the wave. Nice. If you guys got shorts, man, nice. And walked isn't marked correctly. This is on the micro. But let's double check. The quadrants may be off a little, like I said. But okay, we can double check. I think they're right actually. 335, 75, so yeah, they're on the micro, they're right. Hold for the full interval close. If you're in shorts, they're wrong. Why is everyone telling me my interval quadrants are wrong? This is on the micro. Okay. These closing price, opening price, these interval quadrants on the micro are not wrong. You may be on the mini. It may be probably different on the mini. I'm looking at the micro right now. I'm not gonna chart the mini. But this is correct. Okay, we are seeing a move higher. I like these candles. I mean, they're forming really nice, clean formation in the bodies. Not too much movement outside the lines. Maybe if we get something like this, we got cooked on longs. I mean, brother, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know where you long this. Did you take that as an inversion fair value gap or something? It's not even a valid inversion. It didn't even inverse the volume imbalance there. It's got to inverse the whole thing, you know. It did inverse. Let me check the mini. It did inverse on the mini and the micro are very different. We may have to start charting the mini because the difference is actually pretty big. Then we just switch over for when we want to mark out. All right, let's swap all annotations. We're gonna swap all annotations and then just switch over to the mid. You know what? I'll just open up Trade-O-Vate and execute there. There's too many differences. All right, I don't think we're not missing anything right now, so it's no big deal. Let me just get this in quickly. We'll chart up the mini. We should be charting mini anyways, so. All right. So we'll chart the mini. I'll execute paper on the mini, but just know I have all my fundeds open on the right. So just remember that. Whatever I take here will be taken on my, yeah, for the most part. On my fundeds. We open up funded next here. MNQ, that looks hella weird. Probably 2 micros. All right, we're good. Why is my NQ charting to 40,000? What the hell? All right, so maybe a 950 macro continuation short idea here. Could be very nice. Let me prep my charts. Okay. Yeah, where are we at here? 11 a.m. Bro, where is the Nasdaq? Trading charts suck, bro. Okay, okay, we're good. Trade debate's open. Alpha's open. Okay, so we could potentially get a short idea here. I want to quickly, just for OCD purposes, mark this out as a new week opening gap high. So we're going to start just charting the mini again because we're at volatile times, which means more likely there's going to be a difference. NWAG high. NWAG low. Okay. So we got to 25%. We're starting to see some sort of move higher now. I'm still bearish. That has not changed. We're going to have a 10-minute SIBI, I believe. So the 10-minute SIBI is right here. It's going to be a 5-minute right there as well. Yep. So I'm looking for something like this. Maybe even this. And if not that, then we wait for a run on the buy side. And then we get a full 10 a.m. reversal, perhaps. Reversal lower, that is. So, okay. Why am I on the mini chart? Trade of 8, trade of 8. Okay, we're all good. So again, yeah, we're looking for shorts. 50% new week opening gap is the main draw for me. I'm gonna make sure this is on ticks. No one thinks I'm doing something crazy. I don't need to see brackets, I guess. Profit loss value. Anyways. Looking for a run higher. Just have to see. The narrative is strong for continuation. Market condition looks pretty good. I mean, I like the way these candles are forming right now. Seems to be very clear, obvious. We just kind of have to wait for an A+ setup. Like I said, this morning session, we're only going to be looking for A+ setups. It's not something I require every day. Sometimes people get confused. They think when I say I'm looking for A+, it means every single trade has to be A+. That's unrealistic. I would miss so many moves if I only looked for A+ setups. Especially when you're trading prop firms, in my opinion, it doesn't make sense to only look for A+ setups. Unless for some reason, all your other setups really suck. So the reason I'm looking for A+ setups today specifically is because Fed Chair speaks at 12:20. So this could all be like, we could easily just do something like this, you know? Like, it could easily be one of those sessions. This could have been the main move of the session. And that could be it. You know, it's possible. You know, so if I'm going to take a trade, it better form really, really clear with good risk optimized setup, with really good one-sided objective. Code for Alpha Futures is Gatie. If you use my code, for anyone who's watching the stream, if you use my code for Alpha Futures, send me a message on Discord that you use my code, because I'm giving away 2 iPads. 1 iPad, 2 iPad. We're giving away 2 iPads to anyone who uses my code in the month of October. I'm gonna give away some accounts this week too. Maybe we'll add some accounts to the iPad giveaway too. But I'll let you guys know about that. So if you do, let me know. Yo, Timu's giving out PS5s? It's crazy. Um, okay, we're seeing a nice move higher, which is nice. 10-minute Sibi traded into 5-minute Sibi. I'm looking at this range. We're getting into premium. We'll see if we can get into first presentation. We don't have to. For example, if we just move up here and say we get a fair value gap right then and an inverse on this candle's closure, I could take that. I could take that. It would be around a 40-point stop, so 280, 160, a little bit over 1 hour risk, but like for example, if this inverses, looks like we may stab into first presentation. We're above new week opening gap high now. Some people are probably bullish in here. You could be taking longs here, targeting the equal highs. You could argue that's A plus too, to be honest. Those highs are really smooth. I'm gonna ignore the longs personally. So we'll just have to be careful with the shorts because I do see that potentially playing out. It's very probably it's very likely, but I don't want to be looking at both. If I'm looking at both sides, it's not going to be A plus. So if we get a really clear, obvious short, we'll take it. If not, we're just going to wait and see if we take out the highs. I would prefer us, do something like this. That would be A plus shorts for me going into 10 a.m. hour. Okay, there's first presentation. Even if I was to get in long here, I guess it would be right here. Pretty good long, yes. People are definitely made money off this long. Let's just say that much. So if you caught that, well done. Oh. There's first presentation. We probably run the highs here, in my opinion. So I think we go up here first, and then we'll see what happens. Surgery was well. I'm still recovering my vision. Inside first presentation. If we get like a really strong inversion here, I wouldn't be opposed. Like 950 macro first presentation OTE. The only thing that's not good about this is the equal highs right there. We'll see how the bodies stop here. If they tell a story, like if we get real sensitive at 50%, I mean, let's be honest, this is probably going to take the highs. No point in even. ES is going to take the highs at least, I'd say. Or get real close. So we just wait. Just going to have to wait here. Back into the 15-minute OB. 10-minute fair value gap, probably around CE. There's a lot of stuff in here. If we, it's tough. It's a tough one. ES back into the OB as well. Rejects off new week opening gap high perfectly. I mean, if we get a strong candle here, I'd probably short. I'd say that's A plus. There's a lot of confluences stacked. Even if we got to fill, say we got filled right there. I mean, we may have to take one micro on this, but the potential is pretty good, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I couldn't take two micros. If we get a strong closure, it's definitely a scary trade because the bullish fair value gap. Is there narrative polarity here? I don't know if there is narrative polarity. I don't think this is an A plus setup. Maybe we wait for the 2 minute. Well, we did an inverse anyway, so that's good. If the next candle gets aggressive down here, maybe then. I say this because it's not really like you can see both sides. If you can see both sides, you can't say it's A plus. It's just not possible. And I definitely see both sides here. Definitely see both sides. In fact, this long even looks really potentially something that can play out. Gotta set up the brokerage here. I'd assume this to deliver higher without taking out this low at 540. 2 minute fair value gap. We'll just wait again. Just be patient. Wait for a really obvious one-sided idea. This is a bullish order block here. I would see this as a bullish order block. We're just staying patient in here. We do have an immediate rebalance right there. So just waiting. We could get real nice. We could get a pretty nice setup in here that we take out this high, break aggressively. That could be a nice short 10 a.m. PO3 idea. If we get the OB plus 2 minute inversion, I actually really like that. It has to be quick though, because to me right now it just looks like we're just consolidating and we may go higher. Like just another reaccumulation of shorts. Looking this closely. Yeah, I mean, if we make a higher high, then the idea is kind of done. 15 minute fair value gap is there. We did trade into the 15 minute bearish. We could break if we break aggressively. Like I like it. Does that candle have a top? Nah. Just staying patient in here. I mean, we're definitely like I don't think there's any clear side right now. It could genuinely go either way, the way I see it. I'm leaning towards no, to be honest, it's 50-50. The 50-minute Cibi with the order block tells me, okay, this could be a really sensitive point plus first presentation plus premium. But these highs are just asking to be taken. I mean, they're way too smooth, and we haven't run on any buy side. It's genuinely 50-50 for me. Also, ES looks really bullish compared to the others. I'd say probably higher is more likely right now, but there's definitely no A plus trade here for me. Like, we gotta wait. We have to wait. We don't want to push the button early. Like, this is still 50-50 for me. Yeah. I mean, the model didn't even form short anyway, so we don't even have to trip. I think this runs the buy side. It's pretty likely, in my opinion. We do inverse first presentation there. If you're that kind of person too, you could even, I don't know, you might be able to squeeze along like this. Maybe squeeze out 2R if you wanted to. Doesn't meet my criteria, but you could try. I think the buy side's gonna get taken. ES is already taking out some highs. Okay, this clears things up now because if we take the buy side and break, that's wonderful. You know, we could go all the way to London. It's possible. Very possible we go to London. We'll just wait and see. We could have a real big move when the Fed chair speaks. I'll probably will trade that time. So if we don't get anything by like 11, I'm gonna like just immediately hop off, go make breakfast, go to the gym, come back, trade PM session because Fed chair speech is no joke. Like the market can move. Not every time, but sometimes the market can really move when the Fed is speaking. And I trade after the Fed speech, so be somewhat patient in here. Go inside that 15-minute Cibi. We do have an S&T now, so could argue things are starting to clear up for shorts, but we'd have to really get respect. We'd really have to start respecting that 15-minute Cibi. The S&T is, for simplicity's sake, let's just mark this one. 15-minute bear trip. I mean, if we get a strong move lower here, I'd probably short this. It'd have to be real strong, though. It'd have to be like an immediate move down. Inversion plus OB plus first presentation 50% plus the SMT in the 15-minute Cibi. ES took out buy side. That would be A plus. Do I think it's gonna happen? Probably not. But if it does, I'm ready. And we could get 2 contracts on that one too. Realistically though, ES probably takes out the ultimate high. Nice reversal down there. If anyone took that breaker. I'm surprised we didn't trade into here. People probably had a limit order in there and didn't get filled. Those highs were clean. What can you say? They were very clean. And we have 2 SMTs. If we aggressively break, like it'd have to be really quick. Otherwise I wouldn't be convinced. But if we just like get a strong 1 or 2 candles, maybe 3, I would short with no hesitation. Especially because it aligns with 10 a.m. power of 3 where we pretty much just went up here. I don't think it's gonna happen, but if it does, I am ready. And I would take that trade. I'm looking at this. We're just waiting. It's 10:08, 950 macros done. Pretty nice macro delivery, I'd say. Macros have been delivering recently. By recently, I mean these last 2 days. I like the speed there. It would really have to follow through, though. I'd probably get in with one, and then just add a contract. CBA, to be honest, let's stay with two. It'd have to really, really shoot down there for me to trust that SMT 50 minutes Cibi line right there. See sensitivity. Yeah, I'm not really seeing the sensitivity at the bodies where I wanted to. 5 minute is sensitive there. If we get this inversion, I'd short. Even I, mean, I don't even need the inversion because the CISD there. So even if we don't get the inversion, if we get sensitivity on the next candle, I would short. So I'm watching this next candle. If this candle flips, I'd short. If this candle prints here, I would short that off the OB sensitivity. All right, I'm gonna try that. Pretty low risk. How is the risk so little? I don't know. Risk is really little somehow. Okay. OB, 15-minute fair value gap, SMT, and a little bit of sensitivity on that candle's body. We're somehow really de-risked. I'm gonna look to add a contract if we get follow through. Could have sworn I calculated the risk and it was way more. 35 points to. How does this make sense? I'm only risking $100. I guess I got a really good fill. Yeah. Okay, so we're trying this trade. Let me remove executions here. Idea is I'm looking at this high as intermediate term. Stop at 61850. And if we get follow through here, say we break below first presentation, I'd add one contract. So I'm focusing on this. I'm viewing this as a bearish order block. Let me just keep that annotated. I'm viewing that as a bearish order block because of how this candle overlapped. I like the sensitivity there in the bodies, but we're not getting follow through lower. I'll give it a chance. It should be if I was right, it should be getting quick down here. It is kind of stalling. I'll give it a chance though because I do like the SMT and I'm very de-risked. I'm only risking 0.5 R. I guess I got a really good fill. So for 0.5 R on a trade like this, it's really worth it in my opinion. All right, looks like we were wrong about that. We probably do take out the highs up here. We didn't take the high yet, but we probably will. 61850. We do take the highs there. This is paper. I don't know why it didn't fill. So we probably take out the buy side there. I think it was a good idea. 15-minute bearish fair value gap. Is ES close to London at all? No, it's possible. So now we wait. Wait for the buy side to get taken. Make sure all the orders went through. Make sure the buy side gets taken. ES does make a higher high there. But ES takes out this high in pre-market. Small CB in there. We'll see how price delivers in that range. And then we'll see if we take out the buy side. I don't mind shorting after the buy side. Trying it again. ES could go all the way to London. NQ's a little bit behind. ES could go to London. Ugh. We'll mark how London has on ES. ES is really, really bullish. That could just be the end of the session too, like just that move lower than higher, and that's it. We wait till the Fed chair speaks. It's possible. If we do get something like this, then we break. Yeah, I would short that. I would short that. So we wait for these highs. Nothing else to do until we take those highs out. There's a very good chance we're going to take them out. ES will probably reach for London, which is the red line. London high. Just waiting for the highs to get taken. Just gotta be patient here. Not much you can do. Wait for the highs. Could argue a long in here for like 1 hour. Possible. Bullish fair value gap, 1 minute OB. We can tape read it. 1.37. Not bad. This is a tape read. I want to say it's A plus. Too high up for this to be A plus. Way too high up. And there's an S&T at all our objectives. Although ES can maybe reach London, so I still wouldn't give it A plus. Rock your body. Anyways, we're just waiting. See if the buy side gets taken. Buy side's at 665. I'd probably put it down like 2 ticks in case we set. I wouldn't expect any equal highs there, but it might happen. I'm just waiting. Just waiting. Maybe 10:30 will be our next key time to look forward to, I guess. Or plan a high probability power 3 range expansion. We're above 930 open now. Very strong spike there. Very nice. $830 plus highs taken. Almost at the buy side. There's the buy side. I'd probably expect a stab through. ES is going to most likely. We didn't even trade into 665. ES still has London highs right there, so. Oh, not even market straight. ES has London highs. We're almost at London highs on ES. We wait for that. Pretty nice delivery here. Sell side and buy side. Intraday setup. So buy side's taken there. Hard to say if we reverse from that, to be honest. I wouldn't expect us, to be honest, to reverse probably. I think that's a lot of movement for one day. We'll just wait and see if we aggressively break down or not. ES still gonna go. This probably goes a little bit higher at least. Yeah. ES is 8 points away from London. We took out some good amount of highs. Probably still bullish though. That's a nice stab through. The main thing we're waiting for here is S&P to take ES London highs. Once ES takes London highs, we can see what happens. I don't know if we're gonna break down. I feel like probably not, because this is a lot of movement for one day. You know, we sold off. We saw the run higher. Pretty textbook, like just pre-market intraday objective stuff. Like we're just reading the tape, see if ES takes London highs. Yeah, from that, I don't know if we get a reversal. Let's check the stock market out. Stock market is wow, very red. Everything's red. Actually, it's kind of recovered from open. Some stuff is really red though. A lab could be a buy. That would be a crazy snipe inside the monthly fair value gap. Those lows are smooth. I do like a lab. That is a deep discount. The volatile stock. 65% upside potential is pretty crazy. The only thing is I'm pretty bearish on NQ, so there's not much I can do with A Lab right now. ES almost at London highs. About 1 point away. I don't know if we're gonna break down. I'm just gonna wait and see. Just gonna wait and see. There's no point in formulating anything. This could go straight to London on NQ as well. It's possible. I'll put the annotation up. That's London highs on on NQ. There will be an SMT there for some time, but doesn't mean much. They could easily both just spike through, take it out. Shorts going into lunch. Lunch reversal is pretty unlikely. I still don't think we go up here. But this could just be like a run to the 4 hour, and then from there, maybe PM session, maybe after Fed chair speech. I may want to try to get in short, around time of the Fed chair speech on my live account. But the risk reward on something like that could be absolutely crazy. I mean, we're talking like a 300-point move potentially from the 4 hour fair value gap. Say we get a setup in here. I mean, that could easily be something I hold as well on my live account. I mean, that's $1,000 a micro if we get Friday's low. And it's possible when the Fed speaks. It really is possible when that Fed speaks. Here's Taco Tuesday. What's up? Not trying to be mean or anything, but trust me. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I would have never trust someone from chat. No offense. London Open 9 European time. London Open 9 Europe. I don't know about European time. I don't know why people always do this. Everything IQT has taught is based on New York local time. You don't have to worry about daylight saving. Whatever the time is in New York, that's the time we use. You got stopped at 10:13. That's okay, bro. I'm in Norway and ES is above London highs. I'm in Norway and ES is above London highs. Yes, ES is above London highs. You're correct. You can get a 10K CFD account for $10. You don't have to spam the chat, bro. He gave me no entry. 25011. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you don't have to spam. Clean delivery, but stops were too wide for me. Yeah, that's a good reason to not trade, man. Well done. Did we hit sell side? We took just the low here. So we definitely hit sell side, yeah. What's your typical sizing? Depends. Typical sizing depends on the stop loss size. What's YouTube chat saying? I don't get how I'm hating. I don't think you're hating. I don't think you're hating. Sessions, timings, and kill zones are different, right? Where do you mark out your different session highs and lows? They're the same. Always based off New York local time. Go to your trading view and just set it to New York. There's literally zero reason to not put it at New York. If you just put it at New York, all the issues and questions and concerns about time differences is gone. Take a look at his comments. I'm too lazy to scroll up, bro. I don't know what he said, but it's just not a big deal. He said he's not trying to be mean. I don't know. Need to take time. Some of you need to stop copy trading. Need to take the time and work hard. Yeah, I don't think that's hating. It's pretty good advice, actually. You're cooked. I guess that's kind of hating. What the fuck? You're cooked. Why I was bearish? The overnight move. I don't think Asia high is gonna get taken. That's why I was bearish. And using for the next 25Ks. Yeah. Not hating. Just trying to say. I mean, you're not hating, but your comments are kind of annoying. Just kind of like a little ratty, you know. Like at that point, you might as well just go live yourself. How was your eye surgery? Eye surgery was good. Eye surgery was good. Can't complain. I mean, there was a good move lower. There was a really good move higher. It was clean. It was clean. 15-minute chart. You want to see it? Did you smell your eyes burning? Yes, I definitely smelled my eyes burning. Um, I did smell that. What did you have to do for your eyes? I did LASIK eye surgery. Do you think LSEC is recommended? Once you heal, will you have 2120? They said I don't. They said I'm probably only gonna have 2020, not 2120. Mark swing high and low. No, I'm not marking out stuff for you. You can mark it out yourself, brother. You have perfect vision now. No, vision's still healing. Vision's still healing. How bad were your eyes before surgery, and how long is expected recovery? They told me I can expect 2020 vision after around 220. 2 weeks. Sorry, after 2 weeks, I can be expected to have 2020 vision ish. My vision was really bad before, really bad. Probably the worst in all of chat. Um, Taking out London highs, 1030. That's very insane reversal to look for, if I'm being honest. I probably wouldn't take a reversal long, a short, but I maybe take a protraction. So we'll just have to wait. How come your London high didn't get taken, but mine did? What are you looking at? This is London high right here. Eye surgery, I want to get it, but I'm scared. Nope, I won't need contacts or glasses. All good. London high is in 3 a.m. London is 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. New York local time. If you trade ICT and you want to use his session kill zones, that's the time. 4 hour FEG inside that volume balance. Yes, we have traded into that. Honestly, if we get something like this, I might take it with like 1 micro because the risk reward potential is so good. I'm at minus 2.5 and I want to get rid of glass. I could imagine minus 4. I'm minus 4.25. I was very blind. Would you say it's worth getting LASIK eye surgery? You just didn't like wearing glasses. If you're someone like me who wore contacts every single day, London session starts at 2 a.m. New York local time. London Stock Exchange opens at 3. There's a difference. The stock exchange opens, I think it's 3 or 3:30 or something. Maybe it's 2:30. I don't know when the London Stock Exchange opens. But London session starts at 2 a.m. Eastern time. Glasses contact. If you just wear glasses and you're happy with it, I wouldn't even do the surgery, bro. You know, I wore contacts every single day for like 10 hours. You know, probably better for me to just do the surgery. Um, did you have a astigmatism like cartilage was buried, and did all that fix? I didn't really have that, but I do know people who did have that, and it did get fixed. How much was surgery? It was $5,500. So it's like New York session is not the same as New York Open. Yes, exactly. I love rage baiting. Yeah, that's why I said your comments are ratty. Ain't that hurting like crazy? Couldn't even keep contacts in for more than a couple hours. For me, it's fine, but like I said, I didn't want to do the distance. How about Asia? Asia, here I'll give you the sessions based on ICT. Okay, you don't like me? I have no feelings towards you, bro. I had bad luck today, so next time I'll succeed. That's not a good mindset. You had bad luck, so next time you'll get lucky. That's probably toxic thinking. What stopped you from longing in the below gene side first presented? It was still one-sided for me. It was still 50 more 50-50 for me. You think tomorrow going to be better? This was pretty amazing. How much your chain cost? It was like $300. It's just silver. One last question: why LASIK instead of Smile? Why LASIK instead of Smile? To be honest, I didn't know about Smile until after. Why LASIK? Because I know a lot of people who did it and had no problems. So for me, it was fine. I'm gonna start ICT 2022. Do you have some tips before starting? Open up a back test. You should do this. Open up a back test, and whatever date ICT is on, go on that same date and make the same annotations and put them in your journal. Don't just sit there and listen. It's not going to be beneficial. You get LASIK on your balls? You think tomorrow's going to be better? This was perfect price action, in my opinion. This was, I mean, not perfect. Maybe they could have given us something easy here, but this is like very nice price action, in my opinion. I don't think anyone can complain about this price action. Please learn ICT 2023, man, then start stream. You're inducing people to trade with half knowledge. I'm not inducing anyone to trade. And I've already seen ICT 2023 probably more times than anyone. My doctor said my vision will be healed after 2 days. Many people confirmed that after getting the surgery. Smile. My vision healed right away. I could see right after the surgery, but for it to be 2020, it does take some time. I wouldn't know the specifics. Smile surgery, what's that? It's basically LASIK, but like a different version. Can you explain funded next payout rules? Just get 40% consistency. I saw a lot of people on TikTok having side effects, so I'm scared. I saw all that stuff after, and it was scary. What's the difference between 2020 and 2020? It would be 2120, not 2021. And it's just like even better than perfect somehow. I don't know. Is there a no cap on how many percent you can take out? On what? Appreciate you, Finn. Gale Future, since Asia has it at 12, I mean, that next thing I'll take out Asia times. Yep, exactly. We took Asia highs right away. And this would be Asia range. Exactly. Unfunded next. You can request 100% of your profits. Gaddy, have you ever traded news on accident? Didn't identify if I fucked or not on alpha? Even if you did trade news by accident, your account's going to be fine. They're just going to probably deny your payout and then just get eligible again. You can take a bigger payout. It's not the worst thing ever. Unfilled 4 hour. I want to see shorts from this 4 hour going into lunch. Um, and maybe Fed chair speech can send a lot of volatility. I won't go live for the speech. I'm gonna go to the gym after this live stream, and then I'm gonna try to make it back home in time for 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 lunch / PM session, probably around 1 p.m. How many accounts are you copy trading? I only have 2 funded next accounts right now. I'm not even copy trading them. Just trying to get my first payout on funded next. If that goes smoothly, I'll buy a bunch of accounts. Go for like 12. Probably go for like 5 or 6. and then go from there. I won't go live for PM session. Do a gym talk? I don't even know if I want to do a gym talk. I'm gonna be honest. Their max allocation is 300K, but if you get 25K accounts, you can get 12 of them, and you can run them up infinitely. So, was there a 1015 red folder on Alpha? Yes. Do you use TradeAway for copy trading? On FundedX, I will use that. Yeah. When will you roll the giveaway? That'll be end of the month, but I'll do another giveaway maybe tomorrow. Why no stream? I don't like streaming lunch or PM session. 2 hours in the morning is enough for me. I trade better off stream, if I'm being honest. So when you take 100% your funding, yes, drawdown goes to 0. If I entered at 10:17, no, I think that'd be 2 minutes after. It's so choppy. Other than Nasdaq, what do you trade? I rarely trade gold, S&P 500, but I can. Crude oil. No, the limit orders work. It won't put the orders on all of them, but once you get it works fine. Like I've been using TradeAway for a long time. There's no issues with the copier. It copies everything. I like FundedX because they have only a one-time fee, which you take your time. Yeah, that's a really good feature, to be honest. For newer traders, they can get the. It's not monthly, so they can just get the eval and work on it as long as they want. They can trade one micro, just keep practicing. It's a really good beginner-friendly account. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get a sell-off until probably lunch. So we took one stab shorts. We'll probably try again, lunch or PM session. If it breaks down, obviously, if it doesn't break down, then there's nothing to short. You have a video on how to pass evals quickly. Risk half the drawdown, and how you pass quickly is by risking more. That's how. I'm down bad. Only about $300 left in the account. I'm stressed to even place a trade right now. Any ideas on how to claw my way back? No. You got to fix your mental. Everything in that paragraph just proves to me that your mental is not in the right spot to be a good trader consistently. I'm down bad. Only $300 left. I'm stressed to place a trade. Any idea on how to claw back? There is no idea on how to claw back. If you have to ask that question, it just means your mental skills are not there yet. In my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not no psychoanalyst. But in my opinion, what you need to do is put the account to the side and start focusing on your mental skills. After the 300 points expansion, how do you think it can still reverse today? Maybe with the Fed chair speech. That's what I'm thinking right now. If you have $300 left, yeah, I'd risk probably 100 per trade. You can do 150, take two. I'd probably do 100 or 150. You hit reverse by accident, but you gotta remove that reverse button, bro. I mean, who's using that reverse button? Like for real, you gotta take that shit out. Imagine that you're only paying like not even 1% of the total account balance. Involves investing money. I'd risk one. I'd if I had $300 left on a funded, I'm probably risking 150, taking 2 trades, and that's it. I caught along because there was no sell side liquidity, only higher time trading low draws. Yeah, valid. That's a good reason. I mean, I suppose. Come on, it's not the best reason. Just to go long because you don't know how low it can go. You got banned from Tradeify? For what? That's funny. When are you making a video on risk management? That's going to be my next video. I was actually planning on making the PDF today. I think we'll take London High, yeah. How can you check drawdown on Apex? In their dashboard, it updates at the end of the day. Blowing accounts as normal takes part of the process. Yeah, nothing wrong with blowing an account. Imagine how insane it would be if every single eval and every single funded you passed and got a payout on. That would be pretty insane. That'd be pretty insane. Let me check. I don't know. For some reason, my gut tells me Fed chair speech is going to send price lower. What's he talking about? I don't know. Fed chair speech today. What's he talking about? Fed chair addresses economy pull between risks to growth, jobs, and prices. Pretty important. Tariff immigration stock still being processed. Delivers his last scheduled remarks before the Fed's next meeting. With the economy going stronger than expected growth and a recent jump in productivity, still adjusting to tariff and immigration policies and economists with something, whatever. Higher employment and inflation. Challenging for a central bank responsible for keeping inflation low and employment as high as possible. Powell is also facing a drought of data and the U.S. government shutdown that has delayed September job reports and key statistics. Any update on consumer price now scheduled for October 24th? I mean, it's important. It's not too important, though. It's not like he's talking about, like, cutting the rate or some shit. Thing is, you have to analyze how you blow up. Yeah, exactly. Remember to say that nothing you say is financial advice, everything you say is your opinion. Yep, that's in all my bios and stuff. For PA, is total drawdown mixed with profits? I don't know what you mean by that. No, I won't be live for the speech. What are your top 3 reliable brokers? Brokers or you mean brokers or you mean law firms? I'm live on YouTube. I'll post a trade recap. Not prop firms. My top prop firms are Alpha Futures number 1, number 2 Funded Next. Number 3 depends really in my opinion. Those are my top 2. Maybe Top Step number 3. Top Step's pretty good. No, I won't be live for Fed chair speech or PM session. Sold all my bonds and I'm thinking to start buying Nasdaq under Friday's low long term. That's not a bad idea, bro. Can I copy? Yep, you can copy Funded Next. PM session starts at 3. PM session starts at 1:30, but lunch ends at 12. If that makes sense. Sorry, lunch ends at 1. Lunch is 12 to 1. You could start at 1. I start at 1:30 usually. Isn't Funded Next CFD? They have futures as well. How do you copy trade with TradeAvate? Sign into TradeAvate, go to manage accounts, put them all in the copier. That's it. Simple. Well, yeah, I don't think much is going to happen here. London high is probably the draw. My idea going into PM session is very simple. If we can find a high probability short from this 4-hour city. Is there a volume imbalance in there? I can't tell. No, I don't think there is. So if we can get a high probability short narrative from the 4-hour city, I'd like that. We may not, and that's fine. I think I'll just draw a big red box. That's kind of my idea. Like I said, I don't know. I like that narrative a lot because I'm not expecting this high to get taken. So for me to get in short inside this 4-hour, I think that's pretty solid. Do you think you get 300Ks or 650Ks? I think you should get 1225Ks. What do you think about that? 1225Ks. So yeah, that's the game plan. We'll leave all these markers on. I kind of gotta go to the gym. You don't know about that? I would do the 50Ks then. Can't go wrong with the 50Ks. Depends what your other account sizes are too. H4 Sibby. And I suppose we can mark out the morning low. I'm not saying I think we're gonna reverse, but it is something I'm gonna look for. You know, I don't know what it's gonna look like between now and then. Obviously, that's gonna change a lot. It could just stay bullish, go to Asia highs, midnight openings, all possible. Where can I get 1225Ks? Funded Next. What's the price? I think it's like 80 bucks right now or something. Um, Opening range business here. How high are we getting? Okay. We're gonna get to 0.5, so I was bullish yesterday. Today I was not bullish. Today I was bearish. And I'm still bearish today. The reason being is simple. I don't expect this high to get taken. To me, this high is safe inside the daily SIBI. Very strong displacement. That could change. It's possible that could change. Um, but I'm seeing this as a draw on liquidity. And I'm seeing this high is safe. Is it the strongest narrative? No, it's not the strongest narrative, I'll admit. We very well could take this high, and then that's fine. No, we'd be bullish looking for these equal highs. What changed is this huge displacement lower from the daily SIBI. I think that's very telling. But the Fed chair speech could really change things up. It's also possible. I think a lot of people underestimate what a Fed chair speech can do. I've seen some pretty crazy moves. Very crazy. Like it can easily, especially right now when everything's so volatile, it can be really big. It could be nothing, but it could be really big. What's the highest payout you can get with a 5K funded next account? 5K? I don't know. That's Forex stuff. The gap was filled today and swept yesterday's low. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be bearish. I'm thinking Friday's low personally. Like I want to see this come. I may be wrong, but I like this daily SIBI. And we shifted, like whether people like it or not, we shifted on the daily, right? We got the daily breaker and CISD. This is your bearish fair value gap. Order flow is still bearish on the higher time frame. So for me, that's very telling. Weekly power of 3 also says, you could argue it says higher. In my opinion, it says lower because we're manipulating into we have the move into the daily SIBI. To me, I'm still bearish. Everything is pointing lower for me. Could that change? Yeah, it could change. I mean, we got a 15-minute breaker here now, intraday. So we'll just have to see what happens from that 4 hour, I guess, if we get there. Why do you expect more Bo? Bo sell and buy gave nicely. You couldn't participate. Um, yeah, I'm not really sure what you're asking, to be honest. 1050 macro could deliver this move. Don't really see I'd be able to get in long into that though. Probably not possible. Fuck news. You can get funded next payouts every 3 days, yeah. Alpha is end of day, yes. It's not the biggest deal, Squiggy, to be honest. Just keep trading. Get a move higher. Four-hour inversion? Which 4 hour inversion? Oh, this one? Yeah, I mean, I'd be pretty upset if I come back from the gym and we're already like trading down here. Let me not say upset. I wouldn't be upset, but it would be kind of unfortunate if I'm being honest. I may even take this long here though. It's 1050 macro. I might give this a chance. If we get into this Bissy here, let me make this really clear. If we take out this low and get anything higher, CISD or inversion, target the 4 hour, that could get pretty good risk to reward. Say I got to fill here, stop loss here. I mean, that's 2.25R, 20 point stop, 40, 60. You can get 3 micros in there. And I realized I risked incorrectly on alpha. I should have risked double. I'm gonna risk, yeah, I'll risk 0.5R again. Yeah, if we get this, I'm in. If we get a strong candle here, 1050 macro, I would take it. Sec guys gotta lock in here. I'm looking at this imbalance that's forming right now. We're inside the 10-minute. I'll make it simple. I'll just mark out this. Even if I get the fill here, 30-point stop, target. If we can squeeze out good R, I would take it. If we can squeeze out good R. We'll see. Basically, if we get a green candle here that closes higher, I'd enter long. There's also an SMT there. I think we can get into that 4-hour. What is that 4-hour sitting at? 749. Stop is at 670. Right. We're gonna try this. I'm gonna try this long here. We're gonna target the 4-hour. I like 750, but we'll just put it there. Something like this. Squeeze out a 2R trade idea. 1050 macro. Protraction model. We may be getting immediately stopped out here. Just immediate rejection off of the inversion. Yeah, pretty weak SMT, I guess. Well, we got absolutely destroyed on that setup. The 2 trades I took. Something like this. I didn't get stopped out on the counts yet. I'm still in. Draw this up here. Still in on the accounts. I didn't get stopped. It like one ticked my stop at the low. How did I get stopped here? Anyway, let's see if this plays out. Stop was at 670. Oh, my stop was at the low. I guess I didn't put my stop at the low here. Anyways, we're still in on this on the fundeds. We'll see if it plays out. Stop was at 670, 50. My fill's at way higher here. Like a 1.9 R. 1.8 R. So we'll see if we can get a run to the fair value gap. 750 is my TP. Yeah, we'll see. It's pretty much like a set and forget kind of trade. I don't see myself moving my stop anywhere. See if the macro can deliver. We are getting pretty choppy in here. So we are in drawdown. See that macro expansion. First thing I'd want to see is a run above. I mean, did we inverse this already and then fail? I guess we never really inversed that, so we did inverse this one though. Want to see a run above this fair value gap. That would be like our main first confirmation idea of continuation. We are getting really choppy. Hovering around break even. On my live account, I got a really good fill. 693. This was the trade on my live account, so we'll go based off this. Getting really slow. Pretty strong candle here. It's not that strong. I just went to the gym, man. This is so slow. I was expecting more of a fast, just sweep and go. We'll see if we can get above this high. Okay, we got above the short-term high. That's good. See if we can go straight to the buy side. Hopefully we get follow through with the body here. This is a really good risk reward trade. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, 2.4 for a setup like this is really good. Usually it's a lot less. Do want to see that follow through. Not gonna touch the stop loss. I'll set an alert on ES because ES is a little bit more bullish. It looks like. Pretty good body there on the closure. See if we can put in a bullish fair value gap here. We do get the inversion. I'm not going to mark the bullish fair value gap, but you guys can see it. I want to see us stay above this high, ideally. See if we can get that for. Let me double check the 4-hour annotation, make sure it's accurate there. That's 749.25. I'll make sure my TP is around that 74925. Pretty nice trade in this one. Hopefully we can get an easy run. I can go to the gym real quick. And the morning session up 1.5 R. If we can close above here, that would be the best. This is kind of like a set and forget trade, if I'm being honest. You can move the stop here, 671. I guess I'll do it. Reduce my risk by 15 bucks. It adds up, man. It adds up. It adds up. So stop at the low here. You can put stop even here at 682. I may do that. The most recent short-term low. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the stop at the most recent short-term low at 682. Now we're risking very little on this trade. And if we can just speed up, stop at 682. Okay, stops at 682. Hopefully we just get a clean run. I may even take it off at this high. I mean, it's only a 5-point difference. I'm looking at this fair value gap. Bullish fair value gap in there. We could just get speed. That'd be nice. So I can just go to the gym. I'm going to break even here on my live account because of that fair value gap low. So I'm break even on the live account. Actually, I'm plus 3 points on the live. Okay, why did that not work? I'm break even on the live account. ES takes out the high there. That's why I'm break even. I'm going to let it go. Moving the stop to 696. 696. Break even on the fundage as well. Very nice push. Very nice push there. This might be, it's a really good live account execution. I'm going to be honest. What's the difference between the high here and that? Looking at an 8-point differential. I am looking to close the position. All right, I'm out on my live account there. And you know what? I'm probably going to close on my fundage too. At that body high. All right. Nice. I closed the trade. That was really nice. So, calm little $200 on the live account. Can't complain about that. I closed at the body high here because of the SMT. If you want to look for 5 more points, you can. I don't think it's worth it. Just take it off. It's 5 points. Why am I going to risk $200 for like $20? It could go really higher. Again, this is already a scalp trade idea, so nice. Very nice. Cannot complain. I'm going to go buy some food now. Nice, yeah. Great trade. 1-1 in the morning session. Yeah, there you get the high there. Probably get the 4-hour. I don't like to be the person who puts the TP. I don't even put TPs. No, I didn't get stopped up. My stop was at the low. How many points did I catch on the live account on that trade? I'll show you guys the executions. Everyone always thinks I'm faking. You guys think I want to take the hate of losing on a live account? You know how much hate that is? I got in at 693. I closed out at 737. 693. 693. 737. 737. So 45 points. Nice explosion there. Alright, cool. 2 trades today. I'll show you guys both these trades. 1050 macro did deliver. It did indeed deliver. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I've been like cooking on my live account. Losses are really small. The losses and the wins are really good. I'll journal this quickly. I want to go to the gym so I can trade lunch or PM session. 2 trades today. 1 win. All right, let's go 1 loss. For how do I want to journal this? It really was just good risk management. 1 win long. I'm up 100 across all my funded. So what is that? I lost 0.5 R plus 1.5 R. We're up 1 R, I suppose, on the day, but I gotta fix that risk. It's bad. Live account plus 2% around it. Yeah. Yep. That's a pretty good journal, right? You guys can see. Took the short there, took the long there. This is wrong. That's fake. My stop loss was here. I think she was 693 and I exited at 37. I'll do it properly. I don't want anyone to think I took a 4R or a 3R trade there. That would be very fake. Let me repost that. Shit. People are already liking it. Oh shit. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys coming through. I'll post what I'm looking for in the live stream. Sorry, no live stream. I'll post what I'm looking for lunch/PM session. I do want to trade PM session today. These are the 2 trades I took today. I do want to trade PM session after the Fed chair speak. That's kind of what my main interest was for today. I'm leaning towards shorts from this 4 hour, but we'll kind of see what price action does going into lunch. I got to go to the gym and make it back before then. So I got to head out, go to the gym, come back, eat. Um, I'll make a quick little trade recap, I guess. I'll do that right now. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. And I'll see you guys in the Discord. Solid, yeah. Any pressing questions? Solid, y'all. Let's hit the gym and come back for power session. Exactly. There, you know what that's you know what's up. You know what's up. Taking a. So we're almost up. How much are we up on the live account? Because we're pushing 10% on the month. Yeah, we're up 7% this month on the live. Wait, I gotta convert this cash. The last thing I will say before I head out, if the Fed chair doesn't say something bearish, this stock has huge upside potential. That sounds so like scammy, but I really like this potentially monthly bullish fair value gap, straight green earnings across. The sell side's gonna get taken maybe. I'm not telling anyone to get in, but keep your eye on it. How many micros do you trade on the wrist today? I can show you. Let me pull up my fundeds here. We can show you, my brother. So executions. So our executions. I have no problem sharing my executions with you guys if you guys ask. So these are the executions. Short here, we got stopped. This was 2 micros. This one was 3. The fill here is not as good as my live account. Like I said on my live account, I got filled at 636. I'll show you guys the executions on the live account as well. I'll post that on Twitter or something. So 3 and 3. So 2 here, 3 there. This one was lower risk. This one was full risk. So we made back the loss plus $100. Same executions on funded next, by the way. Anyways, I'll post a trade recap as well. What stock? A-Lab. Do your own research. And I'm not telling you guys I'll be shit up. I didn't even buy the stock. I'm not in the stock. Do your own research. But if you're in the game for like day trading / holding for like a week or two, if that's the kind of route you want to take, A-Lab and FUTU, they're volatile. The float's low. So if we move from here to here, which could happen in like a week, that's a 63% return. Like that's insane. Insane. Same thing with FUTU. If we take out the monthly low here, I have an alert at 141. That's a 42% return. Now, those are more aggressive moves. My safer options, I'm looking at this. SoFi could easily maybe get a 20%-ish. Even if you got in now, and then you just add it on the low here, which is something I might look to do. And Google's gone. If there's not an easy 10% objective, Google would have to come here for me to even consider. HIMS is another option. These are all stocks that rank like 90% with my model personally. Hood inside that daily fair value gap, man. You could try to snipe 10% on Hood. You could try to snipe 10% on Hood. That's a pretty safe bet. And then you can DCA in the monthly low. Oh, we're not getting no monthly low. The weekly fair value gap too, which is nice. I'm kind of waiting for this Fed chair speech because me personally, I feel like the Fed chair speech can really send price lower. Like, I'm kind of skeptical. I'm gonna wait for the Fed chair speech. I may buy stocks on close today. I'll post in the Discord if you guys want to. Should I make a Telegram group for stocks, man? Do I want to signal my stock plays? I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty successful with my stock plays. If I'm being real. I might do that. I don't know. Extra section in the Discord. For just stocks? That's possible too. We took one loss, one win. We're up on the day. Can you recommend any good trading books? Trading in the Zone, Best Loser Wins, Market Wizards, all wonderful books. I went short and long. You passed your first funded with Alpha? Take it slow. You can get a payout. What's your best tips on stocks? Trying to learn that too? Uh, Go on YouTube. Search up. Hold on. I'll show you the video. Someone asked me recently and I sent it to him. That's cute. Trades. Yes. These videos here are not bad from ICT. Stock trading using options, importance of multi-asset analysis, stock trading building buys, and stock trading seasonals. Those are pretty good videos. Besides that, I learned from interviews. I learned my stock model from interviews. From my stock model is based off William O'Neill's stock model. It's not mine. I took his and I made it my own. Are you playing Top Step rules? Top Step doesn't have any rules, I don't think. Just don't blow the account. Daddy, what are your thoughts on mitigated order block levels? Mitigated is not the correct word. What do you mean by mitigated? The psych part of an XFA is 20 times different than the eval. What were the books? Trading in the Zone. Okay, Trading in the Zone is the first. Everyone has to read this book. I'll write it down here. Trading, and then I'm going to the gym for real. Trading in the Zone, Market Wizards, Best Loser Wins. I really like this one. Um, if you're stuck, like if you have bad habits and you can't fix it, Atomic Habits is good. Disciplined Trader, Psychology of Money, GatieTrades, James PO3. Just show. Yeah. What is the right word? I don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know what you mean by mitigated. I don't know who. This is my pet peeve. Mitigated means to reduce loss. That's what mitigated is. Mitigation in trading means you're in a trade and you mitigate your loss. If you're in a trade and it goes up, or say you're in drawdown in the trade, right? And then you just close early when it comes up, that's mitigating your loss. That's a mitigation. I don't know what mitigated OB means. Unless, I don't know what that means. Yep, you can find these all for free on Google, man. You don't have to buy them. Can you search up mitigation OB? I really don't want to search that up. For Funded Next, where can I put the discount code? Where it says promotion code. Can you recommend a good multiplier? What do you mean a good multiplier? Stocks? Multiplier like over 100% returns? Bro. You're not gonna find. I can't give you that. That's too risky in my opinion for me. Sometimes people use mitigated as disrespected. So you mean disrespected order blocks? How are you, Gaddy? I'm good. I'm great, man. He's sacrificing the gym. I'll make it in time. By the way, I'm Hassan. What's up, bro? Oh, a trade copier. Use trade if you're willing to pay. Use Trade Syncer. That's probably the best. That's the best one. Any coupon code? Try TY15. Wait, are you brand new? They sent me something about something. Hold on, let me check this. If you're brand new to Funded Next, they have 15% off code Head Start. It's valid on first time purchase only. So if you're planning, code Head Start should give you 15%. Not bad. No, you can copy trade different. Of course you can. Wait, why not? You're not allowed to copy trade. I'm pretty sure you are. with J Sinker. I mean, don't quote me. Just blew my account. What happened, bro? I'm gonna be honest. Don't tell me what happened. I gotta go to the gym. Maybe message me on Discord if you want to talk about it. Can I sell? Yeah, you could look for a run below these lows. I don't know how much lower it can go. It's probably going to be choppy. The Fed speaks in 1 hour. You think big ballers are going to be participating right now? Probably not. Right? I'm still making the Telegram. Should I make a Telegram? The reason I want to make a Telegram is because, listen, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I'd be signaling a lot of my IRL friends, like my brother, my dad, my girl, sometimes her brother, sometimes my friends. And they don't even know how to use Discord, bro. Do I want to take that pressure for stocks? I mean, it's stocks. I genuinely might make a Telegram for stocks. Yep, check their rules. That's exactly what you should do. I don't know. I'll look into it. Let's do a giveaway this week, and then maybe listen, for those of you listen, I got you guys. For those of you who stayed this long, so many people left. I had 1K viewers watch me lose. I only had like 400 people watch me win. Anyways, for those of you, I'll put you guys on, bro. I'll put you guys on game. Where do I find the stocks? I use Investor Business Daily. I subscribe to a subscription. Listen, if you guys stayed this long, I'm gonna give away. Wait, let me see how much I'm gonna give away. One sec. Before I promise anything, I will give away two. Let's do 0 accounts because no activation fees. I'll give away 2 0 accounts tomorrow. Tomorrow after trading. Lambo? Hell no. We'll do 0 accounts because there's no activation fee, and then it's like a real giveaway. 2 0 accounts tomorrow after trading at this time. And I may ask you guys to follow my Twitter because I want more Twitter followers, to be honest. Maybe I'll just post that. I will make that a requirement. I don't know how to risk on this future staff. I transitioned today and I got stopped out. Message me on Discord. I'll help you. Okay, I gotta go to the gym. I appreciate you guys coming through. I wouldn't trade the next 40 minutes. Fed chair is gonna speak at 12:20. And like I said, I think a lot of people haven't seen a big Fed chair speech. I have seen many big Fed chair speech, and you can see crazy stuff. I don't know. My spidey senses are tingling this time. I feel like something big might happen because we're volatile and the government shut down and we're missing out on information. And I don't know. Trump said some stuff over the weekend. It's been pretty volatile recently. So my spidey senses says we're going to have a big move after the Fed chair speech. But I could be wrong. It could literally look like this. It may look like he didn't even speak at all. So for now, I like the 4-hour narrative, but we'll see what happens in the next hour. Again, I'm not going to trade at 12. I'm going to trade at 1 p.m. session. So it's not like we'll just have to see what happens. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you guys in the Discord. Take care. Till next time. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. I hope there's a big drop too, because I want to buy some stocks.